Hi everyone, my name is Jan Grieveson and welcome to the Hard Knock School of Business, where I will share with you the 12 essential lessons crucial to the success of every small business. And I picked this up over 22 years of setting up and running small enterprises. The first lesson, the lesson today, is what I call piecework mentality, or why most people never get what they want from life or business. What we find in our travels is every business starts off with a vision. We believe the vision is very simple. It's a vision of a picture in the future of your life and what that looks like and what the cost of that life is. So if you put a pound sign, this is UK money, and we put the word dream, the vision of your business is purely what this looks like. Once we have that vision and it's clarified through coaching, strategic planning, whatever we want to call it, we have a master. Now we need a servant. So the second part of our philosophy states, what does the servant look like? We call the servant BOSS, which is an acronym for Business Operating System and Support. Effectively, this is what we want to do. This is how we're going to do it. The whole purpose of the BOSS system, which is a management system, is to achieve one thing. It's to make this vision and this system effective. At this point, we'll have an effective system that will produce a little bit of paper we call the invoice. Now we have a successful business. We know exactly what we need to do. We have this system to do it because the BOSS system is the operating manuals, procedures that guarantee every person in your business is working to the same standard and getting the same results as yourself, whether you are there or not. At that point, we can effectively leave the business because it will run. The problem is it will never be efficient. It will never be efficient because these are slow processes and normally paper-based. So to make this efficient, what we have to do is we have to bring in as much automation as we can. So we now have another master-slave relationship. So the BOSS system, the operating system of our business, that has been proved to work 10 times out of 10, now needs some automation. And we'll call that software. And the software, the reason to have the software is to automate these common processes so we can measure them anytime we like at the touch of a button. At that point, we have a business now that is running efficient, but it's also effective. If we make it efficient before we're effective, we become masters at doing the wrong thing. So we have to get this order right. It's a logical order through the business development process. The next thing that happens is we need another master-slave relationship. So the software needs to run on some hardware. And when the hardware and the software stop speaking, we need another slave called the SES, which is System Environment Support. What I want you to do now is I want you to start thinking about your business as a business in a box. So we'll draw the box. And the first thing we're going to put in the box is the MD, Big Chief, whatever we want to call him. MD sits up there and has one main function within that business. That main function is to tell the outside world that everything is okay. To tell the outside world that everything is okay, we need some reports. The reports come from the three functions which is get the work in. We may call that sales and marketing. Get the work out and count the money. A real business, this would be sales and marketing, operations and finance. So like a plumbing chart, we'll feed in these reports. Feed those reports in, and we get the material for these reports from the manager here, who lets us know what's happening down here. We call these two functions B-tape. And this one's A-tape. B-tape is a function, the sales and marketing function in your company should be very similar to the sales and marketing function of another company. So we can capture this control, and what we need to know here is how many products we sold, how many hours we sold, how many hours in the pipeline, how many products in the pipeline, how much money we need to fulfill those common orders. So we need to know how much we sold, how much money we're going to make, what the margins were on every product. In the financials, we need to know how much is owed in, how much is owed out, the current cash flow position, and at the end of each day, what the P&L is and what the balance sheet is. These should be automatic from the reporting system. In the operations, which could be different in every business, we call that A-type procedures because they're normally bespoke to that company. But out of the A-type procedures in engineering, what we'd call that is ISO management, ISO 9000, BS 5750. Fantastic. And what it ensured was that we were manufacturing in a way that no matter where we were manufacturing in the world, we got the product right. The problem with that was when we took our fantastic manufacturing around other parts of the world, if I'm working in China or Russia or Poland, we can make the product exactly the same, but we still don't make any money. Because when we put the goods on the truck to go to market, there's a hole in the road. The infrastructure wasn't there. So the product is good, we're focusing on the product, we're getting that right, but the business is bad. So when we look at the BOSS system, the business operating system and support, we look at the whole business rather than what the business does. And then we can systemize the procedures so everybody in that business can manage that business, measure that business according to what the business needs to be a success. Okay, that's our philosophy. And the lesson for today, which is the piecework mentality, is where we're going to start working on the emotional intelligence for these people that run small businesses, how we can get their mindset to change,